Hi everyone, Jamie here. Thank you for watching today. So in this video we're going to be making this side pillar pop-up card. So it all falls down flat, and then when you take it out the envelope you just pop it in place. Stands up unaided like so. If yours is a bit top heavy you can add a card blank on the back of there. So this is using the new collection from Craft Stash, which is a licensed product. So this is Shaun the sheep. So they asked me to make some samples for them, so I got to play with the full collection, and they've asked me to do 5 cards. So I've got some additional inspiration just off the side to show you, but I thought I'd film some of the cards that I make. So I've made this side pillar pop-up card, as I said, and then I've got a 4-panel pop-up card as well. So I'll just hold it a little closer so you can see all that lovely detail. So really good stamped image there to provide the background for Shaun the sheep. Sending love to you. Never say that right. And love the pattern paper. I think everything just works so lovely together. So let me show you the collection and the rest of the cards that I've made so far, and then we'll get into the video. So we've got 2 stamp and die sets, so On the Farm and Fun Times. Lots of really punny sentiments and lovely images. Really good size, easy to colour, especially because Shaun the sheep doesn't need much colouring. Just a bit of a shadow on the wool or the fur. Then we've got some paper ribbons. So you sort of your washi strips, great for adding further decoration to your envelope once your card is finished. Also on the back or inside of your card where you stamp and write your message, that can add a little bit more interest and bring the sort of the design from the front of the card to either the inside, outside, or on the envelope, as I said. Then we've got the A5 ephemera sheets. These are mini toppers. So there are 4 sheets in there, pop out really easily. I've used some of them on my card samples, which I'll show you shortly. Then we've got a 6x6 paper pack, so 6 designs and 4 of each, 190 GSM. Some really lovely patterns there, so good palette. We've got lots of sheep images, and then you've got the bar and the pattern paper that I've used on today's card. So some lovely images in there. And then you've got the ephemera pack. So again, more lovely images to embellish your card. And if you're not one for colouring and stamping, then these are a great addition. The toppers and the ephemera, you can make really quick cards with those. And it's a lovely fun collection, I think. So these are 3 other cards that I've made so far. So I've just gone sort of very simple here, lots of mats and layers, some at different angles. The ephemera, that is from the topper pack, more ephemera there. Just dry embossed the panel behind that and added some pearls. And then you've got sort of all the farmyard images just in the background. I think that's really cute. So I've just picked out the colours from the pattern paper there to build this card. Then I've got this frame style card here. And what I actually used on this one was the frame from Made to Surprise, the Fabulous Flip frame, where you've got the 4 sections. So I used that, and then I added additional frames on the outside. Rather than having it as a moving mechanism, I just used it as an embellishment on my card. So then you've got the pattern paper in the background, the lovely images of Shaun there, from me to you and thank you. I think it looks really sweet. And this one is a just under 6x6 faux stepper card. So it stands up like so. I've got the tower of sort of sheep there on the front. Congratulations. Totally couldn't say that. Some of the ephemera there just to add a bit more colour. Great use of the pattern paper. This style of card I think shows pattern papers off really well. To make the card base you need a piece of 10 by 6. Along the 10-inch side score it 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then you need a piece of 6 by 4.5. Along the 6-inch side score it 4.5 and 5.5. Take your largest piece and fold and burnish along the score lines. All the folds are mountain folds, so just give those a good crease, like so. So with your panel out like this, fold over 2 of the 1-inch panels there. Add your preferred method of glue. Could be tape, could be liquid glue. I'm using Collal. I find this doesn't warp your card because it's solvent based. So I'm just going to pop that on that panel there and then just fold this just over the top. So if I turn that back over and just burnish that one and then fold it back on itself and burnish again, and then you've got your pillar there. So we'll work on this piece first and then we'll attach the other section. So I'm going to add my mats and layers first. So I'll just give you the measurements of those. So I've got a white piece that measures 4 3/4 by 5 3/4, just to go there. And the pattern paper that measures 4.5 by 5.5. So that one will go over the top there. I've then got a piece of white cardstock and pattern paper to go on that pillar, and another piece to go on this section. So they're both the same size. You need 2 pieces of white cardstock that measure 3 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4, and then the pattern paper is half an inch by 5.5. So I'm going to attach those onto the card base and then I'll come back to you. So take your smaller panel, fold and burnish along the score lines. Again, all folds are mountain folds, and add some glue to the 1/2 inch tab here, and about 1/4 of an inch across the bottom. So if we fold these 2 sections back and flip this over, you want to center this within your card, and the folded edge should marry up to the edge here. And then that will naturally sit in the correct position on the pillar there. And then if we fold that back on itself, we've got this pop out panel. I've then stamped and coloured my image there to add on the front. I've got the sentiment, sending love to you, or you. And this measures 4.5 by 4.5, so 4.5 squared to sit in the center there. I've got a piece of white cardstock to sit on this panel and some pattern paper. So the measurements for those It's 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4, and the pattern paper will be 1/2 inch by 4. So I'm going to pop that on there, add that to that section, and then I've got a stamped image I'm going to pop up onto some foam and have that just left of the sentiment there. So I'll come back to you once that's attached and we'll have a look at the final card. So there's the final card. I think it looks really sweet. I just love the image there. I've popped Shaun the Sheep up onto some double foam. It's really bright and colourful card. All folds down flat. You don't have to like double up on the foam like I have there. You could keep this completely flat and it'd be great for posting. Stands up like so, unaided. If you are putting lots of elements on here and it might be top heavy, you might want to add a card insert on the back just to help balance that out. But I think it looks really sweet. So I hope you've enjoyed this card from me today. If you have, please hit the like button, leave a comment, or consider subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. I will link the collection in the description box below. So if you want to go and have a look at that on Craft Stash, then as I said, it's linked. So I hope you have a lovely crafty day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.